Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 46 of Let's Try Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Enhanced Edition. Can't forget that. Hope you guys are well. Ready to check out some more Wrath with me. Fascinating game. I think we leveled everybody up last time and called it an episode after exploring a little bit. Let's see. Oh, and you can rewatch cutscenes. That is good to know. Although I don't know how just yet. But anyway, we're pretty much battered and bruised.
Trust in yourself.
And we don't quite have
Don't mind me.
a whole lot of spells available, but I guess
What's on your mind? I wonder.
I don't know if we could drink potions to heal this. Let's just rest. And enemies nearby. This resting thing could be a problem later on as we corruption builds up because we have to rest so often because of core rules. So maybe I should pay more attention to battles, like be a little more hands-on. Spell preparation. Your character Sela has a free spell slot. We know about this. Prepare their spells for the day during rest and expend them when casting. Some spellcasters, such as wizards and clerics, prepare their spells for the day during rest. Considering there's a battle ahead with a tough enemy, memorize some spells that will be effective against it. How do you know, game? Alright, let's actually get out of here for a second. We only have to rest 2 days, which is good. Let's check out the spell books. We'll start with Elzarian. Same bit of spells. Oh, but there's Hunter. You can cast one of these. Hunter. You can cast either of these. Up to a total of 2 times. Sela has a spell slot. Wow. Okay. We'll have to check out Challenge Evil. And it can become sickened. Yeah, we saw that in last episode. Or we could get Bless. Let's see. Bless weapon is good. Then there's Grace. We saw Stunning Barrier, Veil of Heaven. For the duration of this spell, you gain a +2 sacred bonus to AC and on saves. Both of these only apply against attacks or effects created by outsiders with the evil subtype. Huh. 10 minutes per level. Restoration. Oh. Dang, we still have Filth Fever. We're gonna have to try to fix that. Let's go Challenge Evil. For her spell. Camellia. Cure, Sleep. Cause Fear is a nice one. Become frightened. One enemy within close range. Or we can go another Cure Light Wounds. Bless. Well, let's go with Bless. Level 2, we've got Animate Dead. Cure Moderate. Full Strength. And finally, we can go Mortal Terror. That's a good one. But we have to do damage to a Mortal Terror character, all enemies. from alignment communal. Yeah, let's throw that on there. And just to check that one, all allies within 30 feet gain a +2 deflection bonus to AC and +2 resistance bonus on saves against attacks made or effects created by creatures with the corresponding alignment. We have to choose it when we cast it. Additionally, the abjuration protects from attempts to dominate or charm subjects. And then we have Woljif. We'll take 1 blur, 1 invisibility. Level 1. Same ideas. Actually, we could use a damage dealing instead of color spray. And oh, she can cast 4 moderate wounds or 7 of any of these. Okay. Let's see. I guess that's good then. Now, who's the best
Everyone counts on me.
at treating afflictions? Let's see what treating afflictions entails. A lore religion check. We have 6 kits. It's weird. We have the fever thing or whatever. My headphones keep slipping up. We have the fever thing, but we don't have any damage from it. Frequency 1 per day. (1d3 dex and 1d3 constitution damage), and we're just not seeing it. Which is weird, but filth fever, let's lore of religion, so I guess Sela or Camellia. Either or. No. Her. Ember, okay. Let's have Ember.
We'll make things right.
Treat the affliction. Of me and see what happens. Okay, filth fever gone. Let's have her treat the affliction of Camellia. Gone. Woljif, no. Lan. And then treat her own affliction. Now my mic's gonna bump into me. There we go. Alright, cool. Now, let's turn on anything we need to turn on here.
Are we in trouble yet?
Lan has 1 tiger. Perception and lore checks. Get out the cat named Tiger. We adopted her. 2 scorching rays for unarmed attacks.
Ask nicely.
Hampering injury. We have bewildering on, taking -2 penalty to AC. -2 penalty on attack rolls. Okay, we'll keep that. There's Tiger.
Open your heart to me.
Camellia.
A
Sela.
bright future awaits us.
1 channel positive energy. Cool.
Our duty calls.
Oops. Mental aspect, we already have that enabled. Alright, so let's quick save that and then rest. And here we go. Scroll of Magic Missile. I guess, although we could actually make, looks like blur, but we can't make either of these. We don't have a higher level scroll scribing kit, so just go back. Okay, begin resting.
Your sermons are so annoying. You're gonna preach to the wrong person one day and get a beating for your troubles.
Uh-oh.
Let them beat me if that's what they want, but wouldn't you protect me?
Easy, Sela. Failed to weaken it. We're almost at the first part. We did not camouflage the camp. Oh, it didn't get jumped though. We're not fully healed, but good enough. Alright, let's proceed. Up. Ramian, Horn. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree? This is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it? Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use? For instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? Demons still haven't entirely broke through the defenses of Canabras, but time's running out. The face of this golden-curled Aasimar is beautiful even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic! Signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony, and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt, and they're just waiting for us to abandon our posts before they slink out and try again to... The old man notices your approach. And you, I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Terendaleb died. What are you doing here? Answer at once or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what is this hideous creature? Ulrun peers at Lan with suspicion. Lan, at your service. The mongrel ducks his head in a bow. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Canabras my whole life. You haven't ever seen me before? Ah, it must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We've been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of great repair for a long time. The First Crusade? So, you're a mongrel, huh? You obviously know human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm a crusader. I'm fighting to liberate Canabras from the demons. A crusader, you say? Huh. I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you are speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor in this city. Ulrun Shepok, prelate of Canabras, by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, and the city's defender against threats from within and without. We know about the Queen Galfrey, Ulrun Shepok. Famed prelate first gained the trust and admiration of city's people by organizing inquisitions against suspected demon worshippers and witches. Ulrun and his forces of elite witch hunters exposed dozens of cultists and spies, and it is said executed many more under suspicion but with no real proof. These events started the Third Crusade, widely accepted as the least effective and most self-destructive of the four crusades. Still, Ulrun evoked respect and admiration in the populace as well as fear, and agreed to guide the city as its prelate. Crusader, we know about the Crusades. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting this city. The golden-curled Asimar flashes a flinty smile. I am Ramian of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna, which alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Holrune here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates, back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged a Rilu Vorlesh while they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomade. Oh, I wanted to look back on this. The Sarkorians, we know about them. Yeah. The old man fixes his eyes on Sela. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomade, and I won't question yours. What precisely are you accusing Ramian of, Inquisitor? Treason! Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Ward Stone and perform an unknown ritual over it. Holrune is trembling with fury. The Ward Stone of Canabras, the gift from Iomade, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain. And followers of that crazy brunt of a goddess try to meddle with it, using their magic? After hearing a voice in their dreams? My soldiers almost had them caught when Ramian got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated to within an inch of his life. And now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. We know about the hand of the inheritor, Arden. Wait, no. Arden wasn't the hand of the inheritor, was he? I think he was the original. Iomade. Yeah. Wardstone. A golden-winged angel sent by the goddess Iomade, the hand of the inheritor himself. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. My people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself, and they were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now, where was it? Ah, yes, from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mob's lies even for a second, and I was right. Of course, Staunton Vane, just to refresh your guys' memory, is a dwarf crusader whose fatal mistake led to the fall of Dresden in the thrall of the demoness Minago, who appeared to him as a beautiful elf woman. Staunton and his friends took away a powerful artifact that guarded the fortress, the Sword of Valor. Without the artifact's protection, a tide of demons washed over the city, which fell in a great massacre. Staunton survived these events and would have been sentenced to death, but Queen Galfrey, believing him a sincerely mistaken idealist, not a traitor, stepped in and spared his life. And Dresden was founded as a city fortress during the hubris of the First Mendavian Crusade. Dresden was overtaken by the demonic hordes of the World Wound, and now stands as a demonic monument to the foolish naivety of those early crusaders. I could pull an angel move, bust out an angel move here. I could say don't lay a finger on him. Yeah. Reveal the light of heaven. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabras. I am no enemy of yours. A little angel move. Woo. The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. Heaven is a plane in the outer sphere, a realm of pure righteousness where the forces of good gather to aid those on less virtuous planes and help worthy souls find rest. Though inconceivably large, it appears to most viewers as a mountain with a mysteriously floating peak. Heaven's residency, law, and goodness is largely the same force. Order is the greatest good, and goodness is the greatest order. They recognize the good intentions of the Azadas of Elysium, but view them as misguided children. Similarly, they oppose the lawful evil forces of hell, but credit them with intelligence and believe they can at least be reasoned into truces and stalemates, and perhaps even redeemed. But that can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. This is a tough gray area move, you know, like... But he foresaw the attack, so I'm gonna have to make a chaotic move and say, don't lay a finger on him or you'll have to answer to me. The Aasimar holds up his hands in a placating gesture. Stop! You are the defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? What? Performed an action that was chaotic? Oh, there must have been originally some arguing that happened there. When he turned to us to say that, we must have been at each other's throats. I don't know, that was weird. Ramian looks at the prelate. Ramian, you're a fool, Holrun. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong, as always. With a wave of his wand, the Aasimar vanishes. He fled, the heretic! He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. Holroom turns his attention to you. What about you? If you truly have been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city and go bring back that filthy traitor. I am almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempts to bewitch the wardstone is clear proof. Ramian must be captured. I see you suffered greatly in battle. Nonsense. I had to deal with a brood of Nabasus. It was nothing. I've taken on worse enemies with the goddess's help. Succeeded at Knowledge Arcana. Nabasus, also known as death demons, have the ability to drain their victim's life force. Judging by Holrun's pallor, he has lost a significant amount of his energy. The Inquisitor can bluster as much as he wants, but right now he's far from the peak of his abilities. Why are you obsessed? Ramian really warned you about the attack? Those crazed Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have only been too happy to listen. The Desnans, Desna, also known as the Great Dreamer, Lady Luck and Mother Moon, goddess of dreams, luck, stars, and travelers, is among the most ancient of deities. She's our deity. You guys know about her. She and her followers delight in exploring the world. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city, and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Iomedae forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated. But instead, I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desnans played right into the hands of Discari's hordes, and they almost left the city completely defenseless. Ramian covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? Now, there's nothing dangerous in this hole. You have no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It is no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why I'll be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beasts decide to attack from here, we'll be ready for them. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Canobras would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the crusade. Back then, Canobras didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass. The guards let them in, and why not, for no one was ever turned away. 'Twas no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city if you came from Mendev, or if you'd hauled yourself here from across the seas. The crusade accepted all and sundry, but on this occasion we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed toward the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all, so they threw the blood from afar, spattering at the Wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Monago is her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals have been sitting ducks. And the creature was right, too. We let our guard down and we got what we deserved. Monago, again, is the powerful Lilitu, one of the demons whose names in Mendev are always spoken with a curse. You guys know about her, the Red Morning Massacre, Fall of Dresden. The bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into the townsfolk's memories. Since then, Canobras has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who coveted Arilu's glory. We drove all of them out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Baylor Karamzadeh, and they have all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Discari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here. The goddess cursed him in order to break through our defenses. And what did he do? He left again. And we're still fighting. Now that is what vigilance and discipline can do. Karamzadeh? Who is Karamzadeh? The Baylor Karamzadeh is one of Discari's most powerful generals, but his personal might is not the only reason why he poses such a threat in combat. They call him the World Wound Strategist, for he is the shrewdest general among demonkind. Not too long ago, he oversaw one of the most successful assaults on Canobras. and nearly destroyed the Ward Stone, an achievement that only Lord Discari himself was able to claim in the end. Do we know about Arilu Vorlesh, architect of the World Wound Discari? Where can I find Ramian? How should I know? The weasel couldn't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole like the traitorous little rat he is, and he'll be sitting, trembling, and waiting till he's dragged out of there. With the prelate after you, that seems the only sensible thing to do. It's what I'd do. Well, I'm sure a lot of things sound sensible to you. And it works too. As you can see, I'm still alive. You know, I don't know if the city would be better off without him, but oh, it's such a tough choice because, well, I can definitely see he's gone a little mad after some. But I mean, what if his rantings are actually true? Like, what if there's something to what he's saying? And he has protected the city until now. I think we keep him alive and just play it out, even though this might be the move we should have made if we see it in hindsight, but I have to go. Go on then, if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Ember peers intently at Holrune. I remember you. When Father and I arrived in this city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As if I have nothing better to do than arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true. You and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames. But then he died too. Don't you remember? If you were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire? That is a crime in itself, which means that you've been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see what your sentence was finally fulfilled. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and gray. He was young with a big mustache. Ember smiles broadly and draws a large bushy mustache in the air with her finger. He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He just really, really wanted to protect his city. Only he got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. You know, that's actually a pretty good judge of, like, what Holrune is. That's why I wouldn't want to, like, kill him or attack him. You know, he's just a little mixed up, but he is a hero. Holrune, you sent an innocent child to be burned at the stake. Don't you want to ask for forgiveness? You forgive him after what he did to you? He thought he was doing what was right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something thinking it was a good thing, but you were really doing a bad thing that hurt someone? But what if I've done the same thing? You can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you might be no better than them. Holrune, you sent an innocent child to be burned at the stake. Don't you want to ask for forgiveness? Pah, hardly. Anyone can look innocent. How did this girl manage to survive the fire? And what about that crow that's always flying around her? I advise you to take a closer look at this innocent little lamb of yours. If you ask me, she looks highly suspicious indeed. He put an innocent child to the flame, like... He's a very dangerous man. But who would take his place? It's the thing, like, if we were to attack him, it's no longer chaotic. It's like he did something very evil. I still think he might be redeemable. Let's go, Ember. Yes, let's go. Bye-bye, kind knight. She waves to Holrune with a carefree smile. Holrune grimaces and turns away. So these guys are there if I want to confront them later. For now, they're there. Oh, there's nothing back there. So if we want to, like I said, maybe come back after we've talked to more people.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Oh dang, where these things come from? Murder blob, murder blob. Poison fortitude save. Fiendish giant centipede. Fiendish giant fly. Alright, that's all attack here.
World in crimson.
Everybody just attack. Wow, they're appearing from all over. Magdalar deals 8 damage. Boom. Magdalar deals 10 damage. Oh my gosh, Magdalar deals 17 damage.
I'll cut you wide open.
Need this giant fly. We've got all our pets running around. Whoa, what's going on here? See how long it's been. 36 minutes. Yeah, we don't have much time left.
God.
Canaver's Crusader facing
Can we retreat already?
retreat. From fiendish giant centipedes? Level 1? There must be something else up there. Maybe Woljif just does not like fighting. What was that?
Attack!
Alright. The Eagle Watch will not abandon its post no matter what happens. Grab some loot, a coin, grinding stone, 2 elemental essences, 7 coins, an incense, and a book. Stories told us by spirits, the knights with harrowed hands, Canaverous Medium Alliance Publishing. Canaverous Medium Alliance Publishing. The demon puts 2 plates on the table in front of me, on each a bleeding human heart. Look, he says, the right one belongs to a noble and righteous man, a loyal servant of Iomade. The left one is the heart of a murderer and a scoundrel, but something tells me they taste exactly the same. I remain silent and don't move. I couldn't if I tried. One of my hands is pinned to the wide armrest with a knife thrust to the hilt. The other similarly pinned, helpless, on the table. The demon circles and carefully brushes away a strand of hair that's stuck to my forehead. Your silence saddens me. Don't waste your time on this performance, monster, I say, though I have scarcely the energy to breathe. If you wish to torture me, go ahead. If you want to kill me, then kill me. My life is in your hands, but my soul is not, and never will be. The hearts on the plates in front of me continue oozing blood. They've only just been ripped from their owners' bodies. The right one apparently belonged to my partner, the left to the criminal we were escorting, but the demon who'd set his lair in the old mill, killed without discrimination. He walks around the armchair and stops behind my back, placing a clawed hand on my shoulder. This is not a performance at all. It's a feast, and I will be sated. No, not with this. He can see my eyes still on the hearts. With you. It's your heart that's in front of me right now. So helpless. The claws on my shoulder tighten a bit. Goddess, help me endure. After a moment, the demon continues. You know what you don't understand, you zealous servants of law and good? He seems to like the sound of his own voice. It was you who brought us to your land. The more of you who gather here at the edge of the world wound, so brave, burning with righteous wrath, the more like me will come from the abyss. It's not because we want to win a war and conquer your world. Perhaps our lords want this, but trust me, they are as far removed from their subjects as your lords and kings are from you. No, we come for those like you, for the persistent and the proud, who won't break until the end, for those whose suffering is sweet and lasts and lasts, for the sweets. He appears in front of me again, licking his lips. I well know that he'll never grant me a quick death. Wow. That is really scary and crazy. Little chest here. 14 coins, 2 rare roots, 2 bottles of oil, 3 rusty horseshoes. Let's continue exploring a bit.
Follow my steps.
Okay, mobility 19 DC. There's other skill checks around the city that we haven't really completed too. I want to get back to that where the demons are attacking that dude, but I don't know where that could be. And we might have to just oh, we're back over here. Get across the rubble.
Let's head out.
I think we did this already, didn't we? Citizens, yeah. Well, we could go back and I didn't even know we could turn in at this point. When we
Let us
did,
be careful.
we could go back to the Defender's Heart. It'd be an easy enough getaway. See where this mobility goes. Huh. But anyway, guys, with this, use the trunk to cross the gap. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Pretty
Mobility
good.
19.
Alright.
Gnawed but to the bone by ghouls. Right, we saw this. But hope you enjoyed as well. If you did enjoy, please go ahead and hit the like button. You can also leave me a comment. Those are 2 ways to let me know that you liked what you saw and you want to see more. We did not go into the house yet as well. Plus there's like zombies in this graveyard here and stuff, so I don't know if we have to clear it all out in one go or if I could do multiple checks, but anyway, those are 2 ways to let me know you'd like to see more. Thus more will get made. And slight spoiler, as I've been saying, more is going to be made because this game is not only awesome, but I'm really in the mood for it as well. But yeah, thanks again, guys. I hope to see you next time. Do come back because we still are just scratching the surface of this beast. And I hope to be with you guys next time to maybe go in this house, explore more of the market square, which is turning out to be rather huge with tons of weaving passages and interesting places. So that's very cool. If this is a thing, if this is a sign of things to come, it's really going to be something else. As I said, though, we could get out and go back, but I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, until next time, guys, be well, live well, stay well. If you're new to my channel as well, welcome. I invite you to subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you don't miss any uploads. With that said, guys, I do hope to see you guys next time. Until then, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy to each and every one of you from me. Yeah, see you guys then. Bye-bye for now.